Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Aaron, let's talk about the first thing is, Contender Series. You were scheduled to fight September 17th, but your opponent was pulled from that fight and he got his chance on the UFC. Like, what's going on with that situation?
Yeah, I didn't even know. Some dude on Instagram sent it to me. I was like, "Hey, your opponent's not your opponent anymore." I was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but same stay the course. He got caught up to the big show. I just got someone else to run through now instead of him. Nothing changes, brother. Just the victim's name.
So maybe they haven't said anything to you about
So someone mentioned me. I sent it to my coach, to Eugene and them, and yeah, he was like, "Just business as usual, brother. Don't let that throw you." We got someone. I think Wikipedia actually has this weird thing where they've got an opponent put down,
really?
but Eugene and them have no idea that it's happened. So I was just having this conversation yesterday, but it's still the date. So, or they're just playing games with me to keep me in the gym full time. You can't give me too much of a lead, brother.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That Wikipedia has an opponent, but nobody knows what's going on. Wikipedia, you can't trust that shit 100%.
No, that's what I was saying. And the weirdest thing is, bro, that guy, right? He's got heaps of followers. Like, I just had a quick look at like who it was because I seen the name. Because he has no Tapology account. And there's no record of him on Tapology. So I was like, is this a real person or someone just playing a prank on me? But yeah, keeps it interesting,
Yeah, for sure. Well, at least they're telling you that you're going to fight, but maybe they're gonna.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but maybe they're gonna call you up, man. Maybe you don't have to go to Contender Series. Maybe they're gonna call you up short notice on, a Apex card or something. That would be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say no. You know what I mean? just
yeah.
Get me to the dance. I don't care where the dance is or who the opponent is. Just lock me in the cage with some person, that agreed to have some fun, and I just want to show the world, bro. Just give me the opportunity. You get my foot in the door, bro. I'll kick the thing in, and I'll start owning the house. That's all I want to do. Like, my mind's completely consumed by manifesting and creating it. So everything's in the right place. My mind, my body. My mind's like strong as it's ever been. My body's like insane. My strength and conditioning coach, that's what I just finished the stand. That's why I was a bit late. But my strength and conditioning coach, Moko, he's just done insane shit with my body and just taught me how to really be strong and structures of your body and the mechanics and stuff, which is cool. He's from Japan. He's like so smart, bro. He's the smartest dude I think I've ever met, like, in that stuff. And yeah, obviously got the fight dietitian. Like, everything's on. I can make weight tomorrow, bro. I'm that ready. I'm in the place where everything's in line. And then my soul, that's what my soul's here to do. And just put me in that place, and I'm here to remind the world where the greatest warriors on earth come from, like Aotearoa, like Maori battalion. Everyone knows around the world, even more frowned upon people back in history, like, thought what they could do with Maori warriors. They thought that they could take over the world. So I'm just here. I said in my UFC interview, like, they think that I'm going to the UFC. They think that I'm going to their realm. But I said to them, I was like, what you don't understand is, like, Maori have been warring for thousands of years. Like, I'm not coming to you guys. You're coming to our realm, the realm of Tumatoinga, where my ancestors have been. Like, almost like Valhalla for Vikings kind of buzz.
Yeah.
We've been doing this, so I'm just keen to get in there. It doesn't matter when, doesn't matter who. As long as they give me a fight, I'm in. I can guarantee that I'll if not get a contract, my first UFC fight, I'll get a $50,000 bonus, brother. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, how was it, Kai, inside the in the cage after he won, and DC asked him like, "Yo, how you get all these first round finishes?" That was a beautiful response. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
Maori, brother. Yeah, I said the same thing in one of my Arsenal fights back. Like they pulled me out the back and they were just like, "How do you keep knocking these people out?" Just because I'm Maori, brother. We got the touch of fucking the God of War in these hands. Mine's all right hands. Oh, actually, no, there's a couple of left hand knockouts. But yeah, Dan's Maori as well. Like when Dan touches people in the right spot, bro, they just turn off. Like Kai, me. If you watch, I think it's like if you count Arsenal, it's like 10-0 for my record. Arsenal's like their cross promotion with it. It was like run around Muay Thai, run around MMA, run around something else.
Mm.
But I knocked them all out in the first round, so it was like didn't really matter too much. But you watch it like you just touch people, bro. Just touch them right in the spot, and early night boys get the beers ready. You know what I'm saying? The work's over.
Yeah.
Do the mahi, get the treats. What we saying out there, brother?
Yeah, yeah. All right. So we just had UFC Perth. You're over there with the boys. You're in the trenches with them. You know what I mean? Just explain like being in that environment because you have the biggest fight of your life to this point coming up, and then Kai was returning from a really long layoff, and he did what he did. What was it like being in that atmosphere?
Right, it's like it's electric, eh? It's electric being surrounded by people. Like it was Kai's caption on his post of me and him doing a pukana. Like awaken the eyes of the warriors that hunt, or something like that. Honestly, I can't remember what it actually said, but that's what it felt like. You're watching warriors awaken that part of their spirit that needs to, hunt, and it's infectious. It's definitely infectious, bro. Because when you're around it, it makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like you can really do the things that make you more than a man. Like almost like the godly things. It's like moments in time, that like Kai just touching Erstich and he just falls to bits. Like when the last time we were UFC Perth with the boys, Israel done it to Whitaker. That's just a moment where like that moment you were just right where you meant to be, and you done something that is unthinkable. It's crazy. It's cool. So you can see that kind of getting manifested and created during the week because the energy just builds and it builds and it builds, and yeah, it's amazing.
And the artwork on your face, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to see that for the first time, and I don't think anybody's in the
Yeah,
UFC has ever had that. Could you explain it right now, like what it is and what it means?
yeah. So what's on my face is called a mata ora. So it's like a term of endearment. Like it's being given to me from pretty to carry. It's like uh, it's an honor. Like it's something that you have to kind of you can't really. Even though I kind of like pushed for mine, you can't really ask for these things. They got to be kind of given to you. Got to be able to earn them. So to carry one is a big honor. But pretty much it was done by a woman. And what's on my face are my two ancestors who are women,
Mm.
and she was well they're wives of my ancestor Rahiri. So the Rahiri is like a big part of all my posts and stuff, and Rahiri Kitao, which means like from him to the world, or from that place where I grew up. It's called Rahiri. That's like has has had a big push on how I carry myself and who I am. And that's why I've become the warrior that I am, pretty much, just because of that name and that place. So Ahuwaiti and Whakaruru are Rahiri's two wives, and from that came our tribe, and Rahiri. So when I walk out to face offs, when I walk up to them, I do what's called a whittle, and that whittle is just a challenge to that other person through my actions and energy. But it's also I do a karakia that was given to me. So whittle was a challenge. A karakia is a prayer, and my ancestor was Rahiri. He had a son, and that son was stillborn, the second son. So Uanoku and Kaharu come off these two women, Ahuaiti and Whakaruru, and the oldest son and the younger son of my chief, where he come from. So yeah, when he was born, he was stillborn in the sack, and then this is the story I was told. And so he done this karakia to Tuma Toinga, because at that time our people had been getting, rolled from the other tribes around New Zealand. So they had some kind of had to build a strong defense system, and what they ended up creating Te Whare Tapo o Ngāpui, so these group of mountains that can surround our people, and it's like groups of hapus are all protected, and then from that our people can live in paradise on the other side. So they call it Te Whare Tapo o Ngāpui, and you can go around each mountain, the ring of fire they call it. And then so yeah, when he did this karakia to his son, which is the karakia I do when I walk up to the people I'm facing off with before I pukana, he did it to his son, and then when he cut the sack open, the son was born. But he was giving his son pretty much to Tuma, the god of war, and then he was the one that created the forces that become, because he gave him to the god of war. Obviously, he's the one that created the forces in order to establish the Whare Tapo o Ngāpui, and a few more activities. Let's see.
Yeah, I think people that don't know about this and that have never seen it before, and they watch the UFC, I think they misinterpret it as kind of disrespect some of these people. Because I've seen some of the comments, you know what I mean? Like even when Kai does his, like when he faces off.
No, they're right. They're right. They're absolutely right.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm telling. So when I do the karakia, they think I'm talking to them, but I'm talking to myself, right? When I do the karakia, I'm talking to me. Yeah. They think because I'm saying words and I'm looking at them that I'm talking to them, but I'm saying it to me. I'm giving myself to the god of war for this battle, and yeah, but I'm directing it towards them. But then when I go up and I finish, I pukana, and a pukana is you open your mouth and show them your tongue, maybe your teeth and the inside of your eyes, and that to us is like we are gonna end up because we're gonna eat you, That's like a act of war. And they believed a lot because they were quite smart. They mapped the world, bro, with the stars, and they traveled on canoes across the Pacific Ocean before people thought that it was possible. These people were intelligent human beings, and they figured out that if you can make someone, like the other great people in history that were great at war, they were intelligent, so they'd set ambushes and traps. We call it like guerrilla warfare, which is what the Maori battalion were like well known for setting traps and stuff. So and the mental factor that if you doubt yourself, you've already died, right? Because that teaches your subconscious that you don't want to fight. So if I can get into your psyche, your spirit, and just put a little bit of doubt in there through my karakia and my pukana, and just like the act of showing you that you might die and end up in my mouth and what it looks like like I want to eat you. So that is psychological warfare. We're strategic in the way that we move, brother, and that's just part of our culture. So I just carry that. I'm just carrying my culture the same way this is on my face. My mataora, the mark of my people, I'll carry it because they got me here. The reason why I'm here and this person is because of these people. This is just an act of giving back. So when I go to those places that I'm going, the people can't deny that where I'm from. They can't say I'm not Maori because you can't ignore my face, brother. You can't ignore the way that I carry myself and the way that I move and when I pukana to you. Like you, as much as you want, not like it, as much as you might not like it or might not want to agree with how I move, you can't deny that I am who I am, because I am, and that is just from my people. That's why I carry this. I'm smart and strategic, and the way that I move, and I'm super athletic. I push numbers with my strength and conditioning coach that are ridiculous, bro. Like I was made for this. That's what I mean. I'm here to remind the world where the greatest warriors on earth come from. I'm made for this. The universe created this, brother. Let's just go show the world what it's about. Maoris are back, baby. Like Kai's Dan showing them, but we're coming in hot. Navajo's right behind me the week later, and like that dude's the same. Just stupidly athletic. He's like 6'5", just absolutely stacked, brother. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know what he's doing fighting. He could have played. He could have played any sport he wants, but he just must love it. You know, and that's that warrior mentality again.
Yeah, how does it feel being part of that next generation of fighters coming out of the region? Because you have Dan. They're still competing at the highest level, which is wild, right? Dan and Kai and everybody, but they're going through it before you, so they could kind of guide you. I don't think they really had that before them.
Nah,
you know what I mean? So what does that
we're
feel
way
like?
luckier. We're way luckier than those guys. Like, I probably wouldn't have got this fast without those guys' guidance at all. It's the and just watching them do it obviously makes it, and you're with them every day, it makes it feel like more achievable, because you just do the same things that they do. Just work hard, keep your head down, like make sure that you're improving your skill and your aptitude at everything constantly, just every day, just improving and being consistent with it makes a big difference. And they've shown us, like, honestly, to be honest, like this is even with, I think, all the boys, we wouldn't have got the shots that we're getting without our team. Like, our team built something that's world class. The gym, like Eugene and them, they built something that you can't deny. The same way that I'm Maori, you can't deny I'm Maori. You can't deny that, like, these fellas deserve that. So they got us our opportunities, but this is ours to make an impact on the UFC and the world. So, that's what I was saying. Just get me to the dance, boys. That's all you got to do. You get me to the dance, and I'll do the rest.
There you go, man. September 17th, man. You're gonna get your chance, man. You're gonna get to dance and show the world, man. Get an opportunity to show, like, who you are, because everybody knows you in the region. Everybody's been talking about you for years now. Getting your opportunity. Now you got it. So you just gotta do what you do, man. That's it. I'm happy for you, man. Completely.
No, I appreciate that, bro. It's been a long time coming. Been broke for a long time, brother. Let's go make some money. Bro.